everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the coolest and simplest mods you can do to your Stratocaster. Installing a Gilmour switch, inspired by legendary David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. This mod unlocks 2 extra pickup combinations, neck and bridge together, and all 3 pickups at once, giving you 7 tonal options instead of the usual 5. Whether you're chasing that telly-like snap or a rich full sound, this is a game changer. Let's get started. Today I'll be using this Strat style pickguard as an example on how to put the switch in. But before we begin, here's what you'll need. A Stratocaster, obviously, a mini toggle switch, preferably an SPDT, that's single pole dual throw switch, soldering iron and solder, wire cutters, small Phillips screwdriver, a drill bit with the size for your switch, and some hookup wire. And a steady hand doesn't hurt. On this install, I'll be doing a recessed switch, so the switch tip only protrudes slightly above the top of the pickguard. First thing you're going to need to do is get the volume and first tone knob off, and I find a pair of ordinary guitar picks under and pop up the knobs. Then take the nuts off. And turn the pickguard over. Move the knobs out of your way. And this is the bracket I made that I'll be installing. It's just made out of a little piece of 22 gauge brass. A couple 10mm holes, 6mm hole for the switch, and it has a little jog bent into it. And what you're going to do is take the switch bracket, put it over the 2 holes where the volume and tone knob go, and with a small pen or a nail, mark the hole where the switch is. And what I do is I drill 3 small holes and connect them together in a slot shape, one on either side of the mark. Then you can install the switch with the bracket, place your volume and tone back in. But on some of these smaller pots, they have a little locating tab on the side of them that fits in a little corresponding hole in the pickguard. You're just going to want to snip that off with your snips. Okay, reinstall the washers. Then the nuts. Then you gotta just tighten the nuts down. Pop your volume and tone knobs back on. Now comes the fun part, soldering the wires. I have 2 wires coming off the back of the switch, and those will get soldered to the same lug that your neck pickup is wired to, which on this one is the 3rd lug. And also to the volume pot. And instead of going down to the volume pot, I'm just going to go right here to the lug that leads to the volume pot on the switch. I'll be right back when the soldering iron heats up. Now comes the soldering. I'm going to solder 1 wire to the 3rd lug and the other wire to the 5th lug. I'll provide a complete wiring diagram to show you where to hook it up. Just inspect the joints, make sure everything looks good. Okay, now that all the soldering is done, I flip it back over and I hook the output jack leads up to my test amp, and we'll just give it a quick test. First position should be just the bridge pickup. Second position, bridge, middle. Third position, just middle. Fourth position, middle and neck. And finally, the 5th position, just the neck. Now when we switch it back to the first position and turn the Gilmour switch on, we now have the bridge pickup and the neck pickup. In position 2, we have bridge, middle, and neck pickup. Three, 4, and 5 are just your standard middle, neck, and neck. So on top of the original 5 positions, the first 2 positions with the switch on give you bridge and neck, and all 3. Now it's ready to install back into the guitar. And here's a guitar I modded earlier. In the normal settings, just the bridge, bridge and middle, just the middle, middle neck, and just the neck. Now back to the first position, turn on the switch, bridge and neck. Second position, all 3. And that about does it for installing a Gilmour switch. It's pretty easy. In the description below, I'll leave a link to all the diagrams for the switch bracket, the wiring, where you can get the switch, all that down in the description. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Bye-bye.